Peach 46. What's going on, America? This is Kev from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make some sense out of nonsense. Yeah, man. It's Wednesday. And welcome to the show. If you are visiting for the first time, hit that like button, share my videos, follow me on all the other social media platforms. But first, let me know that you can hear me. Can you hear me? That's what I want to know. It ain't worth talking if nobody can hear you. So if you can hear me, let me know. Barnes said, well, it's about time. That's right. I'm back in full effect. So people are saying they can hear me. I see some thumbs up. I see all good. Then cool. I'm going to trust your word. And we're going to go ahead and get loose. Then I'll go through a couple preliminaries. And then we'll go ahead and knock it out the park tonight. Somebody go get my baseball bat. Real gorilla. Real gorilla. Real gorilla. There's some teams in the building. Gorillas in here. Gorilla in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Yeah, man, it's gorillas in here. Now, like I said, if this is your first time checking out the show, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you're still subscribed if you have been watching my show for a while. Last night, a lot of people was chatting saying, hey, man, I'm unsubscribed. Didn't even know it. Where you been, Kev? I'm like, no. Where you been? That's what I want to know. And so you have to do these things, unfortunately. I was listening to Lisa Haven today, and she was real upset, man, almost busted up on the inside and talking about she don't know how long we're going to be allowed on YouTube. She was concerned about her channel getting ripped down because multiple people's channels been getting ripped down, demonetized, deplatformed, all kind of craziness, especially as we get closer and closer to the election. And then Tom Fenton was reading over the documents that he had to sue to get, and all of that stuff broke down how, what I talked about a couple of days ago on my live stream, how the government was colluding and had this strategy to straight go after all of these people who could maybe paint a different picture, destroy the narratives of the left, of Biden, hurt the Democrats, support Trump, all kind of crazy stuff. So he said he's on a list. I'm pretty sure I'm on a list because my videos aren't getting no traction, man. I uploaded that video about Abraham Kendi X, Shabash Martin from our live stream. And last I checked, we were on like maybe, where's my phone at? We were on like 800 and something views. And I'm thinking to myself, what's going on? Nobody getting notifications. 800 something views out of 100 and how many people? 100,000, 185,000. So let me check and see where it's at because I want y'all to do me a favor. Let me see here. I got this phone. Why is it acting up? Come on. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's see here. Let me get my glasses. Okay. So now that 18-minute upload is at 1.2 thousand views. When y'all get off of this live stream, what I want y'all to do is go to my channel, click on the one that says, here's the solution to racism from Soul Brother X, and make sure you type something in to let me know you watched it. I want to see if by you guys watching this video, if that number goes up. And the only way I can tell that you watched it is if you leave me a brief message. You can just put KC. Just put KC in the bottom, just KC. That lets me know you watched it, and that number should go up. That's what should happen. But I'm not going to hold my breath. So if you could do that for me after the show, I'd appreciate it. Also, don't forget my store. Yeah, I got a little store, y'all, corner store. I got to make ends meet, y'all. You know what I'm saying? YouTube ain't giving me no love back in the day. I'm going to do a video on this too. I put up a video that I did when I didn't have none of this stuff, y'all. And it was a lady who called in from Africa. Some of y'all remember her. And that video had like 80,000 views. 80,000 some views. And now it's hard to crack 2,000 on a standalone upload. So yeah, got to make ends meet. So if you can go and check out some of the merch, you like some of the stuff, please go ahead and purchase something for Christmas. Somebody just said they see 1.2, let me see. Oh, 1,200 views right now. So if you see that screenshot, if you got email me that screenshot so I can stick it in their face. What's this? Huh? Huh, YouTube? What's this? Yeah, but they hide behind the keyboards. They don't get a person on the phone to talk. I got to sit back and go back and forth with them. Then they always kick me out to, we going to get back with you. Yo, let me escalate this. I'm going to send you an email. They send me an email and it's a bunch of goobly gah. That's all it is. So please, I'm not going to give up. So please do that. And like I said, keep an eye out for me because you never know. I mean, I worry about it every time because in the moment of talking, I'm not thinking about all of the things that they would find offensive. When I'm flowing and y'all egging me on, when y'all out there saying sick 'em Kev, I'm not thinking about using words that maybe accommodate them. If the word transformers come up and I need to say transformers, in the moment, I'm not saying that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop it straight out there. And these are the things that will get me in trouble. And they also been going back through the archives to get people off the internet like myself. It ain't right. It is not right, but it is what it is as of now. So we just got to work around it the best we can. Now, with that being said, that number 330-974-4607, that also will allow you to stay connected with me, along with following me on other platforms. On X, follow me on Facebook, all of these things. That'll allow you to follow me wherever I go, just in case they unexist me. Now, with that being said, let's get into this tonight, y'all. Starting off, wait a minute. Let's go out to California. I'm going back to Cali. Going back to Cali. Man, I don't think so. Oh, and before I get into this, don't forget my little fundraiser, y'all. Yeah, I got a little link below. We got like 6 days left. If you got a couple extra pennies laying around, you can always donate to the channel. Now, let's go to Cali and see what's going on out there. You think they improved after they done cleaned up that funky joint? After Ron the Sanctimonious showed Gavin the Nuisance that doo-doo map? You would think he went out there and said, I'm going to clean up this whole doo-doo stained place. But instead, what happened?
San Francisco has certainly been stepping up its efforts to put its best face forward, and that includes clearing out homeless encampments in areas around the conference.
Oh, I remember
While
that.
San Francisco is in the spotlight for the Asia Pacific Economic Conference, city leaders are making sure the city shines.
I know folks say, oh, they're just cleaning up this place because all those fancy leaders are coming into town. That's true.
That man's not a smart politician. After watching that debate with Ron DeSantis and just listening to him make these type of confessions, he's not smart. I remember back in the day, he did something that got himself in trouble, and he was just talking crazy. Well, he's sitting on, you know what, talking like he was out of his mind. So they prop him up there because, the haircut and the eyebrow. You see the eyebrow? Yeah, he's always in Zoolander mode. Blue steel, one look. There you go. He's always in Zoolander mode. So they're hoping the Zoolander look will get him out of trouble and people will overlook that he's dense. You don't make that confession. You don't get up there like that's true. And then let's see what happens.
Because it's true.
Are doubling down by deep cleaning their stations overnight more often. Scrubbing and power washing is happening all over the city.
Yeah, the bottom of my shoes look clean.
It's noticeable how clear the streets look and how few homeless encampments there are on major thoroughfares.
Well, look at that. Yeah, man. They had a hot date with Chi. They was like, clean this joint up. We got to impress Chi. Soon as Chi bounced, let's see what happened.
And we will continue to do everything we can to maintain cleanliness in our streets.
There's Mayor Raphael Sadiq. Both of these hypocrites right there are garbage. You got both of them that got busted during that lockdown that they imposed upon everybody else while they was out kicking it. Gavin the Nuisance out there having a fine dining experience, meals ranging up to $6,000 a pop. He gets busted and then he comes out. Y'all, we all got sin in our life and God knows my heart. And Lord have mercy on me. And he without sin cast the first stone. And those that live in glass houses almost preached a sermon. Then she get her butt busted out there. I want to dance tonight. And say, hey, hold up, man. Y'all shouldn't be focused on me. You should be focused on Raphael Sadiq. Have you ever heard Raphael Sadiq? Tone. Can't believe y'all would ask me some stupid stuff about a mask and stuff when Tony playing. These two raggedy politicians, but I can't blame them. I gotta blame the voters because they're in there because of them. They had one of these bums gone with the recall. And I thought the Californians loved the minority and diversity. But Larry Elder, I guess, wasn't diverse enough when it comes down to his liberal views. So here she is boasting about, yeah, we're going to keep this mess together.
Bullshit.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
It's been just over 3 weeks since San Francisco hosted the APEC summit with world leaders, and some people in one neighborhood are beginning to raise red flags that the massive cleanup for that summit is eroding quickly.
Uh-oh. The party's over? They got all spruced up for the party. Once it was over, I'll leave the trash. It's okay. Don't worry. We'll clean it up at some point. Wow. It didn't even take that long to do. This is unbelievable. Man, if I was a Californian, I would be furious. I would be one of those people that's trying to be in a line for the U-Haul. How many more U-Hauls y'all got? None? What's the waiting list? 2 years? Okay. I could probably go out and buy a truck and move my own stuff by then. But let's go ahead and see what's going on now.
And city crews acknowledge that the 1,000 extra officers for that event and the federal money that helped are gone.
What? All of the people they brought in to clean up that doo-doo. Grab those homeless people. Get up. You get yourself in there. Y'all saw the video footage I showed? People bent over. What kind of drug makes you just stand up but still be bent over in an L shape? I mean, this was ridiculous. All up and down the streets. And where was Gavin Newsom? Huh? Where was he? Nowhere to be found. Interesting.
What a difference 3 weeks makes. This is video shot of Leavenworth near Ellis during the massive APEC summit.
Huh?
You can see during this nighttime stroll that the street is clear and even looks to have been recently sprayed down. And
man, they got that mug oiled up. They done bust out the shine, got the mop and glow, went to work, man. Put baby oil on it. Yeah, man. The streets look glossy like you could just skate on them. Look like you just eat right off that sidewalk right there.
this is how Leavenworth looks now.
Oh,
You can see homeless encampments have returned, and some of the items from the unhoused nearly block the sidewalk.
What? Did you see? That's a drastic. Where's the shine? Where is the shine? I don't see the shine no more. It's dull. It's like a person who just gets a nice fancy new car for about 2 weeks straight. Don't eat my car, man. Hey, don't touch the windows. Hey, man. After a while, ketchup packets all in the seats, wrappers everywhere, open bottles, trash in the back. Yeah. So what happened there? They're not keeping it clean anymore? Wow. Drastic difference. So they must have made an agreement with the homeless people. Like, all right, look, man, just give us a couple days, okay? All right, now go on in there. After that, man, y'all come on back out there and do what y'all do, okay? Be homeless. So look at the drastic change.
I say that's the California way.
It sure is.
You have 21 world leaders. You got tens of thousands of people coming from all around the globe. What an opportunity to showcase the world's most extraordinary place.
What a bum. What a complete loser. That guy right there cleaned up for a company, not the real folks that live there. Let the family members live in slop. Let them live in filth, farm filth. But then when other people come around, let's spruce up, because you want them to think you're something that you aren't. You can get something from them. You can benefit off of them. But you can't really benefit off of these homeless folks. They're cancer to you. You can't really capitalize off of the veterans that might be out there homeless. Yeah. See, they're no good to you. They're no good to you. So you don't pay them no attention. No need to clean up for them. But when it comes down to other folks that you think you can profit off of, now let's clean up. And then confessed it. Now, if this dude happens to run for anything, all of this right here is campaign destroying footage. Man, I would be archiving this just in case he wake up one day like, you know what? I think I got the juice. I think I could do it. I would be like, oh, you think you can do it? Okay. I'm not going to debate you. I'm going to play that clip of that doodoo map. I'm going to play that clip of you saying stuff like this. And I'm going to play the clip of how it looks now and say, now, America, do you want the rest of the country to look like California? I didn't think so. Vote for Donald J. Trump. That's what I would do. I'm just saying. That man created an ad against himself.
San Francisco. It's a crown jewel.
Oh, look at that. Look how pretty it is when she came. Yeah, when China visits. Look at the sky's blue, golden king. Whoa. After China leaves, Godzilla! Looks like Godzilla! Godzilla! Oh my goodness. Yeah, that pretty much.
Looks fine to me.
I bet it does, Beetle. I bet it does, Beetle. Because you allowed your joint to go to HEL hockey sticks too. So there you go. Looks like Gavin Newsom is probably going to come out and try something like that too. And what happened to San Francisco after Chi left? Godzilla came. Did he just say Godzilla came? Are you serious? Yeah. Y'all didn't see that on the news. Godzilla came and tore it back up again and stuff. Yeah, that guy right there. So there you have it. All of you people out in California, I know that you might be outnumbered as a conservative, but good grief. I mean, something got to change in California. Something got to change, not only in California, but in other liberal cities too, like Boston. Boston done went back to segregation, y'all. Coloreds only. Let's see what's going on out there. Starting off with another dumb white liberal. And I mean
this
dumb.
Is absolutely despicable, and it points to a much larger issue.
Okay. There we go. We got dumbness on display. Okay, we got dumbness on display. Now, North End restaurant owner city discriminated against for being white. Wow. Okay. Now, here's another dumb white liberal. Okay, just thinking that she's down with the struggle. She understands our blackness and our history and the oppression that we suffered and all of that. She's down with us. And this burns me up because, see, she's about to lead into what's going on out there in Boston. The mayor, I guess her last name is Ho or something like that. I don't know what her last name is. But nonetheless, the Asian lady had the nerve to throw a Christmas party for coloreds only. No whites allowed. No whites allowed. There you go. She threw a Christmas party and got busted because I guess she sent the email out by accident to all of the government officials. And they all like, wait a minute, the email is saying that it's only colored people only. Only colored. That's crazy right there. So she gets busted. And you can see the crap that's spreading out there in Boston and the mentality that these people have by listening to this liberal right here. Here we go.
White people have access to almost every single space in society,
and black people don't. There you go. So, little dumb white liberal girl, tell me where black people go and this big sign out there that says whites only. This is the brainwashing that is taking place in liberal cities across the land. These radical, impressionable, dumb liberals. And I think they want liberals to support them because liberals are, unfortunately, socially dumb. They don't operate in reality. You need a brain like this that you can control. That's what you need. So here's this lady out here saying blacks, I guess, can't go other places and other color. So now here she is talking about, whites can go everywhere.
Uninhibited because of the color of our skin. Therefore, the only place that we do not have access to is racial oppression and marginalization.
What the heck is that? She's speaking in metaphors. The only place we don't have access to is racial oppression. And I'm thinking, oh, God. What? I don't want you championing us. I don't want you trying to defend people of color. I don't need you to do that. You're in the way of progress right about now. So now there's this metaphoric place called, oppression somewhere. What is she talking about?
We can never claim that. And that makes a lot of white people uncomfortable because we are so used to having every space be accommodating to white people.
Go to the inner hood right there, little white liberal girl, and meet up with your black brethrens and sisterins and see if you can go ahead and be welcomed in there. That's what I want to see the little white liberal lady do right there. Go straight into one of the hardest core places in America. Okay. And just blend in. Hey, black people, I'm here for you. All right. It's me, little white liberal girl. I come to save you. I can understand your Wait a minute. Why do I feel not welcomed? Why are you looking at me this way? Yeah. See, she would quickly find it. There's some places that white folks might not feel comfortable going. Same with me as a black man. There's some places I might not feel comfortable going, but that don't mean I can't go. You can take your little butt right into the hood if you want to. Now, there might be some consequences. Just like I could take my butt into the hood, which I don't as a black man. The places I feel less comfortable is when I look at them and they appear to be threatening or dangerous. That's the only time. And even then, I have a choice whether I want to go there or not. It's nothing keeping me from going in there by saying, you know what, this is a place that only receives white folks only. If I wanted to, I can go to one of the richest country clubs right now in Youngstown, right outside the skirts of Youngstown. I could walk up in there strutting, okay? There's no sign that said whites only. But here she is making this crap up. Unbelievable.
And situations like this is where that discomfort leads.
Okay.
These North End restaurant owners don't want to pay a $7,500 outdoor dining fee, so they are claiming that Mayor Michelle Wu is racially discriminating.
So it's Wu, not Ho. Okay. So Michelle Wu, yeah, I wouldn't want to pay that either. And knowing how liberal cities and mayors and prosecutors and judges and governors, that guy who backs all of these people, knowing how they think, there's a subconscious punishment for white people. Even if they don't come out and say it, they would be quick to throw the book at white folks. Yeah, white person gets caught with a gun defending themselves, definitely going to jail, even if this is justified. Black person, slap on the wrist, let them slide. It's because of oppression and racism, stuff like that. So I'm sure this restaurant had a legitimate reason to feel like, why are you targeting us? Because you're white and you can afford it. Now pay that $7,500. I wouldn't want to pay it either. And because most white liberals don't understand how reality operates, don't have real jobs. How can you have a real job and exist in society with this mentality? Only place you could really go and work is maybe a Starbucks, Disney. You got to go and work out there in one of the social media giants, people like companies that support and encourage this crap. Down to earth companies don't want you in there walking around mad all the time looking for oppression and injustice. Okay, so because she probably never owned nothing, just complain about everything. She don't understand a hit of $7,500 could put you out of business.
Against them because they are white. What they are doing is taking away voices from actually racially oppressed people in Boston.
No, what you're doing is belittling. And first of all, what racially oppressed people in Boston? One of the most liberal cities in the country. I want her to go out there and find me some racially oppressed people in Boston. This is crazy. But she thinks that. She really thinks that. See, they concoction this in their brain. Boston. This is like Jesse Smollett, who tried to pull a fast one on all of us and tell us that two MAGA hat wearing white nationalists approached him in Chicago. They pick places where we go, where? Wait a minute, you're in Boston. What are you talking about? Racially oppressed people. All of these black and Latinos and others, so y'all got a Asian mayor. What racially oppressed people? But yeah, you doing this stuff and supporting this narrative and doing this, you're taking away from any legitimate racism that might be left in America. The one or two cases running around somewhere, but you out there making it seem like this is an epidemic all over Boston.
And using it for their advantage.
How? Just saying stuff. Because she's on TikTok and probably followed by a whole bunch of bubbleheads that think just like her. That's right, using it to their advantage. I think, wait, what does that mean? Okay. Where's the racially oppressed people? I challenge them to go out and find me some. and watch them come back with some concoctioned mess. All right, I went and found some black homeless people. Are they black and homeless because of racial oppression or because bad policies? That's what I was wondering. Well, I found some black and Latino kids that are failing in school and they're racially oppressed because your education system sucks and you guys are really using this identity politics to use it as a form of, what do you call that? Racism of low expectations. Could that be it? Could that be it? You're enabling them. See, so it's people like her that gives racism, and this is sad to say, people like her that gives racism a bad name. Racism is like, hold up, man. How's she gonna go out there and say we up? Look, man. We're not that soft core as racists. Racism is more pungent than what you're saying. But here she is talking about the racism is everywhere. They're marginalized and they're oppressed.
This is how the cycle of white supremacy thrives.
Oh, God. The cycle of white supremacy thrives. When will are we going to ever get past this? See, they done brainwashed so many Americans that think like this, that no matter where we get to as a country in their minds, white supremacy is still alive. How about you, little white liberal lady, move your butt to an all-black country? There you go. You could be amongst all of the indigenous people. You can go on and see just how it works out. So they won't be happy. I don't care if it appears that there's no racism in sight in our country. They will find some. And this is the problem with the virus that's spreading in their mentality. Liberalism. It's I don't even know what the cure is for this crap, man. Maybe if I could sit her down in Kevin's corner as a black man, and just ask her some questions. Do you think I don't understand oppression as a black man? Do you think you understand the black community? I would love to sit down and prick her mind and give her a whole different view of reality in regards to black folks. That's why they don't want conservative black folks speaking out against this nonsense. They want people like this to think that all black people walking around, soon I will be done, the troubles of the world. They want to think that all of us are walking around singing old Negro spirituals. That's what they want. So maybe she needs a fresh voice like Kevin in Kevin's corner. Send it to her. But here's the lady right here. Somebody Woo. I forget her first name already.
Over 100 days, we have connected unhoused residents at Mass and Cass to housing, treatment, and services.
Yeah.
We've launched 3 free bus lines.
Oh, okay.
We've taken some big, bold actions, but I won't lie. This past winter was pretty intense. Trial by snow, trial by fire, fighters union. I'm getting used to dealing with problems that are expensive, disruptive, and white.
Government official, Democrats, we're fighting against racism by encouraging it, by using it as a weapon. So here the Asian lady, I'm used to fighting against that thing that out white. Okay, all right. So are we basing white on skin complexion? You're pretty bright there, lady. Or is it my nationality? What is it? Okay, so I'm used to dealing with things that are white. How can you say that? I mean, as a leader, you just alienated. I'm sure Boston is not dominated by people of color. But yet, white folks got to take this in liberal cities. They got to sit back and listen to people like this come out there and throw white out there. And I know it probably burns some of them up, but if they say, hey, man, would y'all stop talking about whiteness and white people and white? Would y'all do that? Well, why? You want us to do it because you're a white nationalist? Yeah, you're offended and you don't understand. That's what they would do. I'm so glad that this mess is not, just running rampant in every city, in every state. But they would love it to. They would love to spread this type of garbage across the country, knowing that if it was reversed, I'm used to dealing with problems that are black. Let somebody do that and see what happens. Let somebody come out there. Oh, man. Yes, man. That's right, man. It's me, Bob, the stereotypical white nationalist Trump supporter. That's right, man. I done became mayor of my white city. That's right. Pure D white as snow, man. Even in the summer, still look like snow everywhere because of all the whiteness that's spreading around our city. Now, every once in a while, I got to deal with sprinkles of black. All over me. Give me the willies, man. I don't want that black to get on me. Got me feeling all like I want to beatbox and have a grill out every single day and listen to hip hop. Man, you don't want to get that stuff on you. Now, we got to keep things white, man. All right? So we're going to have us a white Christmas party. We're going to sing white Christmas songs. I'm dreaming of a white, Snow White Christmas. That's what we're going to do. Now, God bless you only if you're white. There you go. Let that happen and see what I mean, do you understand? They would tear the city down. Black Lives Matter would be up there in about 35 seconds. Bob would get ripped out of the mayor's office, drug out in the middle, beat half to death. And while the Democrats say it's a mostly peaceful beating, he deserved it because he's a white nationalist, xenophobe, homophobe, and Hitler. But here she is.
I'm talking about snowflakes. Snowflakes. I mean snowstorm snowflakes.
That's what you get. In liberal cities, man. I mean, white people that stay in these cities, either they're totally unaware of this or they just okay with this type of abuse. I don't even know how you can support somebody like this who just slings this stuff out there as if it's okay, not thinking about the reverse of this. And you're out there talking about we're trying to solve white supremacy. We're trying to solve racism by belittling white people, discriminating against white people. And then when she got busted, they all doubled down. What? I don't see what the problem is. Suck it up. This is crazy. Liberal cities and liberalism is destroying the whole country. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. And guess who else is destroying the whole country? Oh, creepy, sleepy, sleazy, slimy. And he's sloppy too. That's right. Let's go ahead and check in with creepy then and creepy now. Now, either way, he's still creepy. He's still creepy. The creep don't change, okay? That creep is built in. But the people look at creepy differently now. All right, let's see how they looked at him when he first came out talking about, I'm going to save the soul of the country and Donald Trump and his white nationalism. Remember back in the day, y'all? They was loving it.
Look at what I've inherited and what I've done.
Yep, that's what I want to see right now through this little montage. You inherited an empire and you blew it like the prodigal son.
I'm proud to say the word. I'm proud to be the most pro-union president in American history.
Look at the dummies in the back. Oh. Now that's creepy. Oh. Did he just go to the nose and then the eye? He got both boogers. Got the boogers out the nose and then wiped the boogers out the eye with the same handkerchief. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's so nasty. Everywhere.
Ew.
Let me close with this.
Okay, here he goes.
I truly believe this country is about to take off. I really believe it.
Off a cliff? See, this is back then when he thought that, I got the juice, we're about to die. I really believe the country's going to take off. Yeah, see, a cliff.
Not my word. So we got a fight in our hands. And my question to you is simple.
What?
Are you with me in this fight?
Oh, listen to him, y'all. Yay! Oh, yay! We're with you. We're all here to fight against that white nationalist Donald Trump. That's what we're here for, y'all. All of the is it oppression? Yeah, I'm sure they told us it's oppression. So yeah, we're here to fight against the oppression. And what else are we fighting for? Oh, women's rights. Oh yes, the women's rights. We're here to fight for that. Which ones again? No need to mention. Okay, all right. Well, we're not going to mention those, but they're all being rolled back. So yeah. So now let's see how the people feel now after they had 3 years of a dose of creepy, sleepy, sleazy, slimy, sloppy Joe.
Time to build back better.
Back better.
Do you think that President Biden is doing a good job with the economy?
No, he's not doing nothing to support nobody.
Is he doing a good job?
Uh-oh.
Yes or no?
No, I can see we're all gonna be in the streets homeless.
Like California? Like up there in New York, all of those folks laying out in the street. Like up there in Chicago. They want the whole country to be like that. And look at Chameleon.
That, my friends, is called Bidenomics.
There it is.
Biden's press secretary said that prices are going down. Is that your experience or is that not true?
No, that is definitely not true.
Definitely.
Prices are definitely going up.
Oh, wait. Black A-Drop came out and told us prices are definitely going down. There it is, man. Yeah, because she pointed. She pointed down. So that means the prices are going down. Peter, I mean, you know, Peter, they're going down. They're going down. Well, I mean, this stuff right here says they're all going. Peter, you see the finger. It's going down. So let's see how the rest of these smart street people who are smarter than the Biden administration because they simply live in reality are able to assess what's going on.
Minority communities, we're not seeing the improvement. There's inflation with everything: food, gas, insurance prices. I mean, you name it.
Now that man started off by saying minority communities. Aren't those the communities that the Biden administration and all Democrats focus on? Aren't they their largest voter base because they always tell them, we're coming to the rescue. And your problems lie within white nationalism, slavery, Donald Trump, all of that. Not us. Not us. Not our bad policies, okay? Your problems don't lie within us, okay? Even though we run all y'all cities, you know what I'm saying? But don't look at us. Yeah, look outside of the cities that we run that you live in and look way down yonder and blame those white folks for white privilege and your lack of success. There you go. So now it seems to me the group of people that they use to divide the country, manipulate their votes and their emotions and stuff, are starting to say they're not being benefited by the Biden administration and Bidenomics.
Bidenomics is not working. It's just a complete mess. It's a disaster.
A mess.
Especially here in New York
Hot
City,
mess.
we're feeling it very hard.
And we're just getting started.
You could say anything to Biden right now, who says that the economy is improving, especially in black and brown communities. What would you say to him?
That's lies. I believe that's lies. Heavy lies on that.
Heavy lies.
For sure.
Do you think that somebody else besides Biden should be president next time?
Of course.
Who?
Bring back Trump.
Oh!
Tell me why.
We have money. We had money when Trump was president.
Man, she should be on TV, CNN and MSNBC or something like that. Now, she's not a linguistic scholar. She's not speaking with the King's English, but she's keeping it real. So, we had money. We had money. I mean, shoot, bring back Trump. You know what I'm saying? We had money. See, you don't have to have a PhD to recognize the drastic life change that have taken place. But you turn on CNN and MSNBC and they'll speak with the King's English and lie straight to you. It's not that bad, even though inflation is going down. For some reason, people can't see it. Maybe the Biden administration is not getting the messaging out correctly. Or maybe people are living in reality now. So here she goes. She should take all their jobs.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true. Trump 2024, everybody. Trump 2022.
That's crazy. And we're here in the Bronx.
In the Bronx. Wait a minute. You're, lady, Hispanic lady, you're not down in the back hills of Alabama. You're not up there in Appalachian Mountains or something. You're not out there in some all-white city or state like that. You're down there in the Bronx. Wow. And they're saying what?
If he runs, because I feel like it was much better when he was here financially for everybody.
Now that's a show enough, brother. You can't mistake that, brother, and you can't call him a white nationalist. He got to go to and everything. Yeah, he's a real live bruh. Everything was better, bruh, under Trump, man. We was making money, man. We was getting all of that money, man. More money, more money. So my man out there in the ninja outfit took the mask down to let everybody know we was getting paid under Trump.
Not just me, for everybody.
Tell him,
definitely voting for Donald Trump. He made sure we had money in our pockets. He was for the people. He made sure we had what we needed. I feel like everything will go back to how it was.
We pray. We pray that will happen. Because right about now, the Democrats are doing everything they can to destroy the country in record-breaking time. And I'm hoping that the damage is not beyond repair. See, I don't want to get the car back and they done destroyed everything. You're like, man, we might as well just go ahead and smash this mug. The engine's blown. Timing belt shot. The struts are blew out. All of that mess. Because they are destroying the vehicle that we were all enjoying. We were riding in luxury, y'all. But here we go. Let's see.
I mean, ever since he's been out of office, everything's declined.
We did it. We did it.
We did it, yo. We did it. We did it, yo. Y'all sure enough did. Tore the whole place up. Tore the roof off the mother. So let's continue hearing all of these white nationalists talk about they're going to support Trump.
Trump was president. My life was good. Economical wise, I was doing so much better.
They're saying it's going to be Biden Trump, so who will you vote for?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to go for Trump. Sorry.
I gotta go for Trump. Trump. Always Trump. Here, let me see. Who you voting for?
Ooh, you know they don't like this stuff. I'm surprised the internets aren't censoring these Latinos and these black folks out there. I'm sure they're like, you know what? That's a conspiracy that they're going to vote for Trump. That right there is hate speech. We need to get them down. We need to get that stuff off the internet. So that's hate speech. Right about now, that's dangerous. That's dangerous to our society. They're supporting Hitler, and we don't want that. It's amazing that they even let these clips stay up online. Let's continue.
Trump!
How did anybody go and vote for this guy?
Bring back Trump.
Trump 2024, everybody.
I'm gonna vote for Trump.
Oh!
When Trump was president, my life was good.
My detector test determined
You were telling the truth.
Oh, snap! Come on, Trump.
So, whether you love me or hate me, you gotta vote for me.
And ain't that the truth? Love him or hate him. There's some people out there that's probably like, man, I don't like his personality, but I sure did like my pockets during the time he was in office. So, yeah, in record-breaking time, the Democrats have just gut-punched the whole United States. Yep, gut-punched. So we're hoping that it will recover. But how can it when Biden, his butt is out there doing stuff like this? Let's check in on his current priorities, y'all. His current priorities. Now, we just watch all these people talk about their money, their pockets, inflation, all of that stuff. Let's see what Biden is trying to talk about right now. Instead of going out there and talking about Bidenomics is working and we're looking out for your medical and we're looking out for all of this stuff and we're shutting down the board, all of this. Look what he's worried about.
We need a clear articulation of the strategy to allow Ukraine to win. And thus far, their responses have been insufficient. They have not provided...
But why are we still talking about Ukraine? I don't want to hear that again. I don't want to hear that name. See, they done made me start to get bitter every time I hear Ukraine. Never had nothing against Ukraine until the midget took over. And yes, we need more money as we criminalize Christians and we lock up the opposition and we cancel our elections, but give us more money. Yeah, when the midget took over, that's when I'm start going, man, I got Ukraine in the membrane. I don't want to hear nothing about them. Nothing about them. Yeah, it turns my stomach. So many things that the Democrats and some Republicans, unfortunately, but mostly Democrats, so many things they have supported to the point every time I hear it, I just go, ugh. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about climate change. None of that stuff. I don't want to hear, when they bring up certain things, I'm just going, just the fact that you said it makes me mad. So now I guess Ukraine is back on the brain. Let's see what happens.
Provided us the clarity and the detail that we have requested over and over since literally 24 hours after I was handed the gavel as Speaker of the House. And so what the Biden administration seems to be asking for is billions of additional dollars with no appropriate oversight, no clear strategy to win, and none of the answers that I think the American people are owed.
There you go. So they could potentially, I'll just say this, my gut tells me, might be some money laundering going on. Yeah, they might be using the Ukraine train to recycle some cheese or something like that. Because surely you can't tell me they believe in that this money right here is going to help Ukraine win. A lot of money being dumped down the toilet. Now, now Democrats have been known to waste some money on stupid stuff. We need $250 million for the study of bees on the highway. and we need another 150,000 for all kind of stupid stuff. But in this case, I don't know. My gut tells me that we're smart enough to know when a little small country goes up against a big country like that, chances are, without our intervention, chances are they're going to lose. So why do you keep dumping money into them? Where's that money going? Why aren't you holding them accountable for the money? Why aren't you asking questions about where's that money? Just give them an open-ended check. I trust you, Zelensky, that you're going to spend it right? You're not going to be out there blowing it on stuff. See, when I see stuff like that, I get real concerned. And you keep going back to that well. So now the midget's back in town. He done came back and Joe Biden done gave him an audience. And watch what Joe does. Now, we done saw homeless folks. We done heard about all the crime and the border and folks, the economy and all of this stuff. He must not want to win. Because here he is with the midget. And listen to what he says.
For the press. For the press. Hey, whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hush up a second, okay?
I'm surprised he say, hush up, boy. Hush up a second, okay? So, the skeleton speaks. Let's hear what the skeleton got to say.
Hey, got one more thing to say.
Okay.
Don't do it. Watch me. I just signed another $200 million drawdown from the Department of Defense for Ukraine, and that'll be coming quickly.
Dun, 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 dun. Did you hear that? Just signed a drawdown for another $250 million down the drain. Instead of Ukraine, that's what he should be saying. Another $250 million down the drain. I meant to say Ukraine, not the drain. Because that's exactly where that money is gone. If not back into somebody's pockets here in the United States. Maybe some campaign funds. Who knows? Who knows where the money's going? But yeah, $250 million. Man, this is a huge slap in the face to Americans. This is the type of stuff that burns me up, man. It really makes me say, we're not living in a democracy, a republic, when the people don't have an appetite for this garbage. When you got all these problems over here and folks are saying, why aren't you giving money to us, our cities, our border, all of this stuff? And this fool has the nerve to get up there with confidence. Whoa, everybody. All right, hush up. Now, I just went and signed another drawdown for another $250 million. Didn't ask a game plan. Hey, Zelensky, how long is this going to take? Hey, Zelensky, here's your deadline. If y'all have not made progress by this point, we can't help you no more. None of that. None of that. Just, there you go. Good luck. Make sure you send a little back our way. So when you have unaccountable money, who knows where it's going? And yet you want us to trust you. Just writing checks. No accountability.
Thank you.
Thank you. In all, more than $75 billion worth of aid has gone to Ukraine from the U.S.
Oh, shucks. $75 billion. You know, I'm just wondering if they busted that $75 billion up amongst all the American people, how much would we get? Somebody do the math. I don't know. 75 billion divided by maybe 300 and something million people. I'm sure we could all walk away with a decent amount. But there you go. That money right there, with all our issues going to Ukraine, and Americans are over going, where's Ukraine at again? At what country is Ukraine? Even Kamala Harris. I'm here. In the east, the west, it's somewhere in Europe. I'm here in Europe. She don't even know where it's at.
And military spending, this part right here, accounts for well over half of that total. That is much, much more than the U.S. sends to any other country.
Wow. I mean, it's shocking that with boldness, with confidence, they're up here just writing checks. So 78, I forget how much he said goes to military spending. Take all the weapons, take all this equipment, all of this stuff. And then sending money to take care of their people too. We got to pay their salaries and their medical. How are they going to make it through a war without their medical and their salaries and stuff like that? Now, not you stinking Americans, not your salaries. Okay, we got to make sure we take out their salaries. Oh, somebody did do the math. Well, look at that, 75 billion divided by 220 million. Oh, I'll take it. $238. Put it in my pocket. It will go to better use in my pocket than over there in Ukraine. There you go. I'm sure as soon as they send another tank or a bullet over there, hey, what is this going to do? We getting blew out over here. We're down to men over like 45 years old out there fighting. Knees hurting. All right, everybody charge. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. Hold on, wait. Don't charge yet. Somebody go get the Bengay. All right, we got to stretch before we charge. Oh, God. How are you feeling today? My back is killing me. Okay, everybody loose? Okay, charge. So the money is going to nothing. But here we go.
$200 million drawdown of the Department of Defense for Ukraine.
Aren't you forgetting something?
America. That's what you're forgetting. Because it's never been about America first when it comes down to the Democrats. And people didn't see it. It burns me up, man. You have a president that came out and said, I will be the greatest champion for you guys, the people, including the dummies. See, Trump didn't even discriminate against the dummies. Some leaders, especially if he was a dictator, would have been like, all right, I'm going to be the president to the smart folks, and all the dummies over here get nothing. But everybody benefited off of Trump focusing on our country first, and many couldn't even see it. They didn't recognize that they were benefiting off of it. And now you got a regime in office that cares nothing about us. Nothing. As you saw Gavin Newsom, he cared more about China and what they think than us, his own people. They care more about the illegal immigrants than us. This is ridiculous. Care more about Ukraine than us.
The Treasury Department reports that the U.S. national debt crossed over $33 trillion for the first time ever yesterday.
There you go, millennials. All of you young whippersnappers out there that's talking about no justice, no peace. Good luck paying that back. I won't be around for it. Here we go.
The challenge that we have as an administration
is what?
We got to let people know who brung it to them.
Oh, yeah. They know now who brought it to them. Yeah, look at that wicked smile. See. Yeah, see the witch come out. The witch come out at night. Ha! The witch come out at night. Hup, hup, hup. The witch come out. The witch come out. So there she is. Those surprise eyes and that evil grin. So, yeah, the people know who brought it to them. Y'all did. Y'all the ones brought this chaos to our country.
The Ukrainians are running out of ammunition.
So, what that got to do with us?
The ammunition, they call them 155 millimeter weapons.
Now, all of a sudden, he knows about weapons. The AR-13 and they can hold 17 gazillion bullets. And but now here he is quoting weapons that the Ukrainians are running out of, huh? Okay.
This is a war relating to munitions and the running out of that ammunition, and we're low on it.
We're low on it. Why are we low on it, Joe? I mean, who is responsible for our country, our military, and you? What happens if we drop all of this money and all of this weapons and stuff like that in Ukraine, and then all of a sudden we're blindsided? Yeah, all of a sudden now we're sitting back mustering up factories to produce stuff that we used to produce in the United States. But for some reason, we no longer can figure out how to manufacture things and stuff like that. But if we had to go to war right now, I mean, you think the blue-haired, purple-haired people would learn how to, melt steel and go back to work in factories and stuff like that? It would be a shortage. We'd be in trouble. So we're running low on weapons, but we're sending them off to Ukraine along with money. Boy, he needs to be impeached. Peach 46. Go get it. Go get me a Peach 46, y'all, to swig on. Let's continue.
A number of people that we have actually arrested that were picked up, and they are on the terror watch list. And that doesn't include how many we didn't find as they crossed the border. That's 700.
Now, all of this going on, in his own backyard. But Ukraine needs more weapons and $250 million. There we go.
136 so far in fiscal year 23.
Look at it. I don't even know why I'm smiling.
Another $200 million drawdown.
I'm surprised he said another 200 million, trillion, gazillion, billion, $200 drawdown. Hey, you got that number right somehow. So another $250 million drawdown.
Department of Defense for Ukraine.
You wonder why we're a debtor nation.
Yeah, Trump.
You wonder why our country's going to hell. You look at that.
Because Biden's driving it straight there. Right now, that man is right on the wheels of steel. He's in the front of the bus, driving it straight there. So let's see what this says here. Biden's $105 billion request, okay, to Congress. Biden $150 request to Congress. $10 billion humanitarian aid. So this is where stuff. What is humanitarian aid? What is that? So now here's our little budget. He wants $10 billion for humanitarian aid. Who knows whatever that is? Could go to the illegal immigrants. It could go to gender studies in Pakistan. We don't know. Okay, but it ain't going to us. That humanitarian aid needs to be going to people on the streets. What else? $7 billion to Indo-Pacific and Taiwan. What? Oh, $14 billion to Israeli aid. Now, if that's what we've been giving them along the way, okay. I don't know if we should be increasing. I think they're pretty well equipped right about now to be handling whatever is going on over there. And unless something breaks out, hey. But here we go. Let's continue. Whoa. We got $60 billion in Ukraine, $14 billion for the border. That's it? That's it? You got to be kidding me. Ukraine gets $60 billion. That's right. Fall on your butt.
12,080. So just a random number.
12,008. So wait, we just saw that he wants to spend 14, billion. I think that was billion. How much was that for our border? Let me see something. He wants to spend 14 billion for the border. Okay. All right. Now I wonder what that's going to go to. All right. That 14 billion is not going to go to building the wall. That money is not going to go to increasing Border Patrol agents that are solely responsible for stopping people from coming across. That money isn't going to go towards deporting these people who are all over our country. That's going to go to hiring more advocates and people to process them faster. But that's what he wanted for us. So
12,080. So just a random number.
So now, since we talking numbers, let's get into some numbers, y'all. So what is that number?
It's the highest number of crossings ever in a single day across our southwest border. That's
ever? 12,008, 800 or 80 folks crossed in one day. One day. Highest number ever. Biden's breaking numbers. He's breaking records right about now. So where are you going with this? So we got 12,080, I believe, folks came across in one day.
That's the record, 12,080. Never had a day more, 12,080 crossing our southwest border.
We're just getting started.
Y'all hear that? And we're just getting started. Because if we leave it up to them a whole nother year, yeah, that number, we'll break that record. It'd be 15, 20 in one day. Things like that. If you're Border Patrol, what do you do with that? I mean, I don't know how many Border Patrol agents we have, but I'm sure that they sure enough can't process that amount of people in one day. So let's see what's happening to all of these people as they come into our country every day. See, and you got mucus telling us that border is secure and we are taking it to the cartels and that there's always been an issue that border. You got that going on. You got Kamala Harris talking about The border is secure. So we got 12,080 in one day, and that's a record. What other records we broke?
Might ask, what day did we set the record for the most number of crossings across our southern border? And my answer would be yesterday. Yesterday.
So there we go. This was a couple weeks ago. So a couple weeks ago, on December 5th, we broke a record. Not a good record. See, there are good records and bad records. Now, it's all perspective. You know, Mucus in the Democrat Party was like, that's great. That's great. That's what we brought you in for, Mucus. You're breaking records, Mucus. You're breaking records. Whereas the average person will go, that's not a good record. I don't want to celebrate that. 12,080. How can Mucus say, I'm doing a good job, that I should be promoted and shouldn't be impeached because of, and you're breaking records like this? Unreal. That man should be drugged out by his big, fat, stinking ear.
Yesterday was the highest number of illegal crossings in the history of the country.
History of the country.
We did it, Joe.
Y'all sure did. Stuff y'all been talking. I got to be careful because I heard this is one of them other things that they looking out for. They got this new thing to say, you're trafficking in conspiracies and stuff like that. It's dangerous. But this whole bringing folks in to swap out other folks, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they've been talking about that for years. So you're right, Chameleon. We did it, yo.
September was the highest September ever in the history of the country for illegal crossings. October was the highest October ever in the United States in the history of illegal crossings. November was the highest November ever in the country in the history of our nation for illegal crossings. And there's the highest number ever in the history of the country yesterday.
Wow. So they're getting better in their eyes. Yeah, they are making progress when it comes down to ripping our country to shreds. So wait, we done broke a record in September, October, and November. You're doing great, Mucus. While all of us are saying, all of these records being broke. Why? What's encouraging these people to come? Why do they feel like they can just come and strut right into the country? Is it because they can? Because we're about to find out why they're coming in a second. While we're breaking records in a second. Here we go.
Yesterday, of those 12,080 people that illegally crossed the border, the vast majority of them were released into the country today. They had no criminal background check. They didn't have to prove their ID of what country they were from.
None of that?
Because right now, the soft-sided facilities that are housing migrants all along our southern border are currently running at 400% occupancy.
400% occupancy. Now, the next time you guys go to the airport, y'all should go off when they, sir, can you show us your ID, your passport? Man, man, you better get that magic wand off me. I don't want you to touch me with that mess, man. I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing for you, man. All right? No ID, no background, nothing, no paperwork. So you got to go through all of this to come into our country from the airport in any other country. But down there on the southern border, you can come in here with absolutely nothing. This is the worst thing, I think, on a mass level that they have done to America. I can't think of a self-inflicted. I mean, see, we done had horrible things in our history. The Civil War, all of that stuff. But they weren't doing that to destroy the country. That was self-serving. Everybody was trying to, either you were trying to change it for the better or you were trying to hang on to slavery and your money and all that stuff. These were all selfish things that was going on. But to see them self-destruct like this, to see them sit back and say, you know what? We're going to open up our country and allow our citizens to be vulnerable to all of these people. We have no idea who they are, where they're coming from. Don't even request that they submit this stuff. None of that. And then send them out there into the country. Yeah. And that's 12,080 on one day. And they've been breaking records for months. That is why these people, in my opinion, are treasonous. Treasonous. They are setting our country up for failure, and we have no idea if we'll ever be able to recover from this mess right here. This is a travesty. What else?
So the goal is get them through and into the country, hand them a piece of paper, and literally ask them to promise to turn themselves in the future at some point. Just go, because we need your space, because there's more people coming.
This burns me up. Because we need your vote. There you go. That's what it is. Cram them in. We have no time to check and see if they have diseases, if they're criminals, if they're terrorists. We have no time for that. All right? The American people are getting hip to what we're doing. They're getting mad. Okay? Folks talking about voting Trump back in. We don't have time for screening. What we need to do is flood the border. As Joe Biden said, flood the border. That's why they're coming. That's why we're breaking records. They're simply doing what Joe Biden told them to do. Flood the border. There they are. There they are. And they're pointing a finger at everything except for themselves. I need some thumb pointers, not finger pointers. They're responsible for this crisis. It's unbelievable. And where are the Republicans? Well, we shouldn't, haste the rush, the impeach. One, two. Check one, check one. Is the audio back? No? Nope. Audio's not back. Let's see. Let's see. Check one, check one, check one. Somebody said I'm back. Better? Yes? All right. I got a gut feeling it was more so in the stream instead of the audio. But as I was saying, is, you have the darn Biden administration responsible for this, and there's no accountability. You got Mucus, who has destroyed the country, and yet the Republicans aren't impeaching this dude. They're sitting there putting the articles back on the shelves. So what that means is if they Putin fought around and don't hold this man accountable, after he gets done packing in all of these illegal immigrants to the point where it's going to be almost impossible to get them all out of the country, what's going to happen when Joe's blew out and his career ends, or he's thrown in a slammer or impeached? Mucus will go on with his life. Mucus will probably get a cushion job somewhere. He'll probably be on MSNBC or CNN or somewhere talking after destroying the country. No accountability. No accountability whatsoever. That man needs to not only be impeached, but he should be charged because he knows exactly what he is doing. Yeah. And he's going to walk off into the sunset. And the Republicans are going to let it happen. Have power to impeach, at least impeach him. That's the least you should do to this man, is impeach him. Along with Christopher Wray too. But yet they're going to let him just go ahead and skirt. I'm going to finish destroying that country, and as soon as Biden is washed up, then I'm going to leave and retire. Like Funky Fauci trying to do. All of these people who were used by this administration to damage the country. And I'm thinking to myself, where's the accountability? If y'all let Funky Fauci get away with what he did, I'm done. If y'all let China get away with what they did, this is the folks that's running the country. Y'all let Mucus get away with this. We're the Republicans. Y'all letting all these prosecutors get away with going after Trump and us, censoring us. We're the Republicans. I mean, what good are you if you can't utilize the power that we gave you? This is crazy, man. Burns me up. This is one of the issues, man, to get all up under my skin. And that's the goal. They hope that they could pack enough immigrants in to where it's so overwhelming that we'll tap out if Trump does get back in and say, well, you know what? How about we just break even? How about we go ahead and just say, you know what? So many of them in here, let's go ahead and just give them all amnesty or citizenship, and then we'll stop everything. No, I don't care. All of these bills, I would take all the money and the resources that we send overseas and all over the place and dedicate it towards simply deporting every single person that came in here under this administration. What else is going on?
At the same time, the FBI director is saying, I see blinking red lights everywhere. We're literally releasing thousands of people day after day, no criminal background check, no evaluation of their history. Many of them, we don't even know what country they're from, and releasing them into the country. And
then you get that dirtbag mucus to go up there. Senator, I'm glad you asked that question. We have a process that vets these people. What process? We just heard this man right here talk about how they got so many people coming in. It's like, yo, here's a piece of paper. Hey, listen. Before you go off and do whatever you're going to do in our country, you got to promise me. You're going to come back to a trial, maybe 3 or 4 years from now? 3 or 4, something like that. Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye. You promise? I say yes. Pinky swear. I see. There you go. Now go on, you crazy kid. Have a great time in America. That's what's happening.
Last 2 years, this White House has designated on our southwest border 70,000 people that they designated as what they call special interest aliens. These are individuals that are coming from areas known for terrorism, but we had no background information on these individuals. What happened to those 70,000 individuals?
Reconnecting. Now, can y'all hear me now? Somebody said, okay, we're back. What was the last thing y'all heard? That was YouTube. I took off the Wi-Fi and all of a sudden we're back. So I'm on a network. That was all YouTube. It wasn't my mic. So what's the last thing we heard? Mucus? Okay. So bottom line, I forgot what I was saying now. That burns me up when that happens, man. Let me go back a little bit. Here we go.
In the days ahead, because we have no room to be able to house you here.
Yesterday, the Rules Committee.
Wait. Here we go.
At the same time, the FBI director is saying, I see blinking red lights everywhere. We're literally releasing thousands of people day after day, no criminal background check, no evaluation of their history. Many of them, we don't even know what country they're from, and releasing them into the country. In the last 2 years, this White House has designated on our southwest border 70,000 people that they designated as what they call special interest aliens. These are individuals that are coming from areas known for terrorism, but we had no background information on these individuals. What happened to those 70,000 individuals?
Yeah, I want to know.
They were released into our country with a piece of paper saying, please turn yourself in the days ahead because we have no room to be able to house you here.
Now, do you think Mucus know where these people are at? That's my question. Do you think he's keeping track of all of these people? Do you think he's sitting up at night worried about any of those 70,000 people from these countries committing some type of terroristic act or whatever? You think he's sitting up worried about that stuff? No. No. He's worried about accomplishing his goal, which is pack as many illegal immigrants in as fast as we can before the power changes. They're putting us in danger and in jeopardy, and then they're relying on a pinky swear for all of these people to come back. That's what they're relying on. 70,000 folks from countries that special interest, and yet you got to sit back and look them in the face and say, okay, I'm hoping this person is not the bad seed. I'm hoping this is not the one I let in, and I'm a border patrol agent. Where you from? Pakistan. I'm from Afghanistan. I'm from, and you going, oh God. Mucus told us, unless these persons come in here and they're obviously on some lists or they're known terrorists or known criminal, which there's no way to know that. No way to know that. Then we have to just let them in and trust them and give them a piece of paper. Because guess what? We got a conveyor belt coming right behind you. We have no room to put you in any facility. So we got to push you right on out into the country. And here I am. It'll probably be on my conscience wondering that I just released the one that might be dangerous to Americans. But really, who should be responsible for that? Mucus. If one of these people go crazy and do something like that, Mucus should be responsible for it. And yet we're not impeaching this dude yet. We're sitting back allowing him to continue damaging the country and coming up to Congress lying to us. But somebody is about to get impeached. Let's go ahead, because this right here is a topic I can go on and on and on. Good grief, man.
What happened to those 70,000 individuals?
We don't know.
They were released into our country with a piece of paper saying, please turn yourself in the days ahead because we have no room to be able to house you here.
Yes. As I was saying, that's why I want to have a boot up the butt party. Mucus needs the biggest boot up his butt, and so does Biden. All right, so now we got Republicans that chose not to impeach Mucus. We got Ray still running around doing whatever he's doing. And yet they look like they're trying to come around to do what?
Yesterday, the Rules Committee met and reported out a measure under our original jurisdiction. House Resolution 918 formalizes an inquiry into whether sufficient grounds exist for the House of Representatives to exercise its constitutional power to impeach the President of the United States.
What?
The three committees are nearing the end of their investigations. And the White House has chosen this moment to stonewall and resist the legitimate investigative powers of the House.
Of course.
Mr. Speaker, while I do not believe the House must hold a vote on the floor to initiate an impeachment inquiry, doing so may be said to be best practice. And so we are taking up today's resolution, which will formalize all impeachment inquiry that has already begun.
Oh, snap! About time, says the people. But it might even be a little too late. Yeah, there it is. We're going to wait until Joe Biden is so blew out. We already know he's on the way out. And we're going to wait until all the damage is done to go ahead and impeach this dude. But it's about time. Now, y'all know, a couple weeks ago, if you watch my show regularly, my thought was, okay, impeach him 2 days before he ends. Okay, because I want to see him get exposed trying to campaign against Trump. I don't want to even give them time to get a new candidate in place. Ride it out. Let this guy go ahead and think, I'm good, I'm about to make it. And then drop that impeachment like a week before his presidency ends. Get him out of there. I want that to be on his record. And if the impeachment leads to some charges, which it should, based on all of the evidence that we're about to hear real quick before we get out of here, then I want to see that too. I don't care if that man can't get up. If he's in a wheelchair, roll his butt into a cell. There you go. Just push him in there and slam the door. There you go. So Here we go. Finally, some action.
This will ensure not only that the inquiry has the full authority of the House, but also that the House can enforce its subpoenas and ensure that the Biden administration can no longer refuse to cooperate with the investigation.
There you go, because that's exactly what they've been doing. So now we got a little bit of leverage to say, all right, now, bring your butt in here and talk to us. Because you think they're going to come on their own? See, you think Biden's going to come in there and try to confront all of this evidence we've been talking about for years now concerning him? We just heard him last night on my show say, it's lies, all lies. You said you had never met with your son's business partners. You want to, it's lies, all lies. We just heard that. You think that man is going to be able to withstand that type of scrutiny with all this evidence? No, absolutely not. Yeah, we will have some subpoena power, and we'll see what we do with it. But what I like about what that man just said is having a vote on the floor. What that does is it prohibits all of the rhinos from hiding behind discretion. Now you got to openly say, I support the crook that's been placed and installed in the White House. Allow him to continue being a crook. Allow him to stand there and continue destroying the country. This right here will give us a good idea who's the rhinos and who ain't. And Byron is about to drop a nuclear bomb on the left's narrative that there's no evidence.
Mr. Speaker, the Democrat Party is telling us that they care about taxpayers.
That's what they be
But
saying.
the son of the President of the United States is a tax cheat. He ignored federal tax law on purpose. He laundered money through 20 LLCs. He concealed millions of dollars of overseas money. And the only reason he was able to accomplish these feats of getting...
It's because he's smart and intelligent. Smartest man I know. And my son did nothing wrong. It's because he's a business mastermind? Could that be it, Byron? Huh? See, maybe that's what he's about to say, guys. Because that's what all of their liberal voters think. Hunter's did nothing wrong and they're persecuting Hunter because the Trump administration, Giuliani, sprinkle some of that in, Giuliani and all of that. So let's find out why he was able to accomplish all of these things as a known crackhead.
So much money into his companies is because the president is his father. That is it.
Oh!
But let me ask you, what have they said to you?
Here's Hunter's lawyer.
What did prosecutors say to you and to your client
after these charges?
Things changed?
That's a really good question. So they said nothing. Indeed, this was a complete surprise to us, notwithstanding we had been in contact with them. Indeed, I think about a week ago, I called the U.S. Attorney's Office for a status check so that I could come in and talk to them if they had any idea that they wanted to bring any additional charges after the gun charges.
Oh, okay.
And at the time of that telephone conversation, they said, no, you already had that meeting. Well, that was based on their investigation years ago. So I said, I want a new meeting. And what they said was, well, we don't know we can do it. I wrote a letter both to David Weiss and copied the Attorney General saying, if there's any new evidence, then we should come in and address it.
Yeah, my man is Hunter Biden's lawyer and all of these charges that done fell out of nowhere, finally. He's a little upset about it. Yeah, my man's upset, man. He think Hunter's getting a raw deal. Let's see how he ends this.
I've done this work. I am in the defense bar. That's not the way it works. Prosecutors engage with defense attorneys to
No, what's not the way it works is you have all of these charges and then they go ahead and let the statutes of limitation run out and then try to give you a deal that immunes you from getting any type of charges brought up forever on anything. Yeah. Just straight up give you diplomatic immunity in the future. We'll go ahead and plead guilty to these two minor charges right here. As long as you can't punish us from the future crimes, which aren't future at all. They're crimes he already committed that once it comes out, we don't want y'all bringing this mess back up and got busted. So now let's see how he feels about the situation.
discuss the investigation and the possible charges. It's just yet another way that Hunter's been treated differently than others in similar circumstances would be treated.
Charlie Murphy! Charlie Murphy, y'all! Did you hear that, man? He had the nerve to come out there and say it's just another example of how Hunter Biden is being treated differently than anybody. Boy, that's one of the things that's actually funny. You sit here like, what? Did that man just say that? Are you serious? Anybody else would have been in the slammer a long time ago. And he with a straight face. That's just another example of how liberals, they're hilarious. Corrupt, evil people, funny. Okay, well, Byron, go ahead and finish. We got about a minute and something left. Here we go.
Asking why we are looking for an impeachment inquiry, it is because there were 170 suspicious activity reports at the Department of Treasury.
Just 170? That's it? Wow. I mean, for us to even have any suspicions or to question or look into anything is the news. It has to at least be 200 or 300. Well, how many does an average person have? Like maybe one, if that. Oh, so wait, 1 in 170. But there's nothing to see there. There you go. And all those LLCs, y'all don't open up all it. You don't open up 20 LLCs for nothing. Yeah. Huh? With no products, no warehouses, nothing.
Which we went and looked through, and every one of those reports said very clearly that there was evidence of money laundering and potentially tax evasion.
Oh, and the numbers don't lie unless you're Joe Biden. 100 billion, trillion, zillion, million, $1,017.02. Yeah, those numbers lie when you're Joe. But everybody else are going, whoa, these numbers right here don't lie. So not only, but wait. Where's the big guy in all of this?
There were hours of deposition. There's a web of LLCs with company names that have no business interest whatsoever. And then we have finally uncovered one example, Mr. Speaker, $5 million from a foreign company going to a joint venture partly controlled by Hunter Biden.
Oh,
next day, 400,000 goes from Hunter Biden to 400,000 goes to an account controlled by Jim and Sarah Biden. Sarah Biden writes a check to herself, and then $40,000 is in a check to Joseph Robinette Biden.
Oh, so Robinette, that Robin rocked in the treetop all day long, huffing and puffing and singing that song. All the little birds don't. So that rocker Robin got himself $40,000. That's 10% for the big guy. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, but remember, don't know nothing about my son's business dealings. Never spoke to his business partners. He never got money from China. Never got money. All of that. And it took this long to impeach this man? Yeah. And the media still running around. Let me be clear, there's still no evidence tying the president to his son's business, except for that big fat $40,000 check.
The president of the United States. That's your evidence. If you want to talk crime, bribery, co-conspirator to being to FARA violations, and we can go on and on.
Oh, jeez, oh man. Oh, on and on and on and on. That's right. To the break of dawn. Every time I cover this stuff, normally, I will give you guys tons and tons of evidence, go through all the examples and stuff last night. If you didn't see my show, go back and watch it, and you will see all of the times that Joe met with Hunter's business partners, and he lied. Lied about it. I didn't do nothing. It's lies. All lies. Yeah, you're right, Joe. Every single thing you said in the last 4 to 6 years have been all lies. There you go. That's why you don't want to come out there and confront those lies. You don't want to combat them with truth and transparency, do you? See, because yesterday, before you ran out of that press conference talking about all lies, you could have settled all of this. You could have addressed it right there. Like, all right, now listen, here's where the money came from and this and this and that, but he don't want to do that. That man right there is like, I can't handle that type of heat. So finally, we might get a chance to peach 46, y'all. We're going to see what they do with this. And I would love to see the Democrats defend all of this evidence, like Byron said. I would love to see, if this goes to the Senate, I would love to see them try to justify why they won't impeach this corrupt dude that's been installed in the White House. Yeah, I want it all on record. And I definitely want to know what Republicans got the nerve to be talking about, I think this is a little hasty. I want to know every single one of them. Dang on it. So we can have a boot up the butt party for them too. Both. And I'm back. I'm sorry. Y'all missed me say a boot up the butt party. There we go. Yeah, for all the Republicans that might not vote for this. So anyway, with that being said, God bless y'all. God bless America. Thanks for kicking it with me. I appreciate it, even though it looks like the string got a little affected there, which messed with the audio. Boy, I tell you, man, YouTube, which you can help combat that. Number one, text MAGA to 330-974-4607. I'm going to start doing a couple live streams, extra live streams on my alternative channel to help it grow and to... Just a second. Let it boot up. Let's see something here. Yeah. Messing with me. Okay. So I kicked back on the Wi-Fi. There we go. All right. Now, what I was saying is I'm going to start doing a couple extra live streams on my alternative channel to encourage people to go ahead and subscribe. So those that have not subscribed to my alternative channel, please do. So the link is below. Stop and think about it. So I'm going to start doing some of those, but you got to subscribe though. And if you're part of my email or my text message, I will send that link to everybody and let them know tonight I'm going to surprise y'all and go live on that other channel. Get y'all motivated, because just in case, as I said in the beginning of the stream, they're doing things to conservative channels. And I don't like operating with a gun to my head. I don't like operating, sitting back on, oh God, did I say something that I might wake up and my channel is gone and they don't even give me an excuse. They don't, well, you violated our policies. Which ones? All of them. This dangerous speech. Well, how? Because we said it is and it hurts the Democrats. I don't want to have to live like that. So I want alternative options. And you guys can help me by subscribing. You also can help me by supporting the channel through my little monthly fundraiser or my normal, little Cash App and all that stuff. You can do that, or simply by spreading my videos, sharing them, hitting the like button, little things. All of this stuff helps the channel. And don't forget to check out the merch store as well. You can get some products and some stuff with Gizmo on it. Some real gorilla gear. All of that mess. You can have yourself a good time shopping and don't even have to leave the comfort of your home. So we'll see what happens with this Impeach 46. So God bless y'all. God bless America. And we'll see y'all next time, or should I say tomorrow, in Kevin's Corner. Now let's get out of here. I know you see the apes. I know you see the way we tear up the place. Yeah. See y'all next time in Kev's Corner. Take care.